What it do, what it do, what it do. It is Monday, Monday, Monday. Money, money, Monday. Mega, mega money Mondays. Baby, we are live in the temple. In the temple. We pray to the man above, the dollar bill. We're here to party, baby. If you're not here to make money, get the fuck out of here. I got no time for your bullshit. Right now, looking. What is looking? What are we looking at here, boys? What do we got? What do we got right now? The NASDAQ, 18,311. Oh, baby, 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 buddy, buddy, bubby, baby, buddy. What's good in the hood? All right, NASDAQ right now getting stuck up there, 18,330. Triple, quadruple top there for now. Let's pull up the bigger time frame, see what's going on. The overall move this morning trending higher. Overnight trending higher. We don't have nothing going on in terms of gap from the opening. So nothing fancy to the downside right now. We got pivot points to look at. We got action here today, baby. It's Money Mondays. The market already making some moves today. If you guys aren't here to make money, let's go. Hit that like button. It's time to party. Pumped up, pumped up, pumped up. Just got back from the Bahamas. Oh my, look at the NASDAQ right now, ripping back up there. The dip getting bought there at 9 o'clock. See if the NASDAQ's gonna make that move above that high here today, above that 330, 18,330s. Yeah, the 9 o'clock, there was no 9 o'clock news, or there is, I guess. FOMC member Mester speaking at 9 o'clock, and then we got Fed Governor Jefferson speaking right now. So 9 o'clock, we got some speakers. Fed's talking. Oh, buddy. Well, let's see what happens here today with the NASDAQ. So we had the high from Friday up there, 18,348 is the high from Friday. Currently, kind of your closest resistance really up there. This 18,330, 340 area. If you look, there's a pivot point, 18,339 as well there. So 18,339 pivot point there on the NASDAQ. Dollar right now selling down. Fed speaking. How long did the trip to the Bahamas take? It took about I don't know, like a little less than an hour, maybe a little less than 2 hours. We just shoot right across there. Just shoot right across the ocean. Go through the Gulf Stream. Over to the Bahamas. Right now, the NASDAQ trending up this morning, mostly trending since Sunday. Sunday open, we've just been going up, 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 up. So, Friday, we had that big dip on Friday, the pushback up here. The hourly chart right now. I think she wants to take out this high up there at the 349 area from Friday. Kind of complete that push there. We'll see how the Fed speaks right now, 9 o'clock. If the market's gonna like what they gotta say or not. What you gotta say? NASDAQ trying to push back up here right now. I think if we get back above, kind of get this breakout zone, you got that pivot point up there at the 18,339s. Pivot point to the upside up there. Maybe some more squiggle down before breaking all the way to the upside there at open. But right now it's 9:07 here, 9:07. And we got plenty of time till the market opens up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so the NASDAQ pulling back here from the 18,328 level so far down here into this area. We bounced right off of 18,300 and then kind of pushed back up there pretty quickly, but maybe kind of see if we work our way lower here. We break out above this 20 level, 28, 30, 40 to the upside. The dollar continuing to pull back here. The YM Dow trying to make a new high right here. NASDAQ kind of lagging. Got the ES trying to push up there. We got the VWAP on the NASDAQ all the way down there at the 18,289s. But the ES looking like it wants to push through this high here. I think if that happens, you got the ES has Friday's high. They're at 5,264 area. So there goes the ES now making a new high up to a pivot point right now. See if the NASDAQ will follow here. NASDAQ should follow this move up with the ES and take out that new high there. As long as the ES shows strength here, should take out this 30 level and then pivot point on the NASDAQ up there at the 18,339s. Bahamas was a good time. Went to the Bahamas this weekend, had a good time. Back in Florida now. I'm actually leaving tomorrow, heading to Paris, France. Heading to France. Gonna go to France and then go to Paris, Saint-Tropez. Little adventure. NASDAQ getting denied there as the ES is having trouble at the pivot point there for now. Pat, would you ever visit Korea? Yeah, why not? Sounds fun. Sounds like a good time. Korea. Gotta post up on the Twitter real quick. Let the world know that we are live. Oh, buddy. NASDAQ still holding up here. Got to get through this area, break out. Try to take out that 30s there next. We got denied to the 30s. Bounced nicely off that 18,300, that whole area. Pat, will you stream this week? Probably not. Somebody asked, how was the surgery? We're all good. Yeah, the stitches look good. Everything looks good. They got pretty much all the cancer, I guess. Well, they got all the cancer out, so It's a good, it went well. Luckily, I caught it early, so it definitely was a big boost of confidence that we caught it early and it wasn't anything too bad. All right, NASDAQ trying to go here. That 30 level up there. The ES continuing to push. Trying to get through that Friday high. The ES up to the Friday high is 5,264. Oh, buddy. Looking at the hourly chart right now. Wick. Trying to break. You got the Friday high on the NASDAQ up at the 18,348s. NASDAQ looking like that's where she wants to head for now. Well, let's see. We got Fed speakers right now. And then we've got 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock news. Sorry, 11 o'clock news here, which is funny. 11 o'clock, New York Fed 1-year consumer inflation expectations. And then there's a bill auction, 3-month bill auction at 11:30. 6-month bill auction 11:30 there. So, well, it should be a fun week for you guys. I'm looking forward to just a little bit of relaxation. NASDAQ up to that 25 level here. The ES is searching right now, pushing to that 64 level on the ES. That Friday high. Time to get paid, baby. The boat trip went well. We stayed normally on Freeport, in Freeport area. I guess like Grand Bahama. NASDAQ really just flirting with pushing through that area now. The ES, I think the ES goes through 64s. NASDAQ's got to follow this. That 340 pivot to the upside there. Oh, there she goes. The Parisians. Oh God. Nah, I'll let Victoria do all the talking. She's pretty good, I feel like, with figuring stuff out. She definitely got that pretty privilege. She's a good talker. I'll let her handle the Parisians. NASDAQ trying to push through this 30 level. What did I tell you? Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. Trying to take out 30s and that pivot point to the upside there at the 40s coming up next. Oh, buddy, we are live. We're doing it right here, right now. Can the NASDAQ push through the 30s up there towards the 40s next? Pivot point. The ES hit the 64s. ES making new highs. ES through the 64s. Let's see. The Dow trying to push. The dollar selling off here. We got 12 minutes till market opens. Morning, morning. Again, NASDAQ just getting stuck right there at the 30s. More power. We get the volume here at open. Get up there to the 40s. More power needed. I'm heading to Miami Thursday for the first time ever. Dave Benson. Well, don't get too wild. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, Dave. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. If you know what I mean. All right, NASDAQ. Will she make this move through the 30s? She's looking primed. Overall time frame pushing up. We got the high from Friday up there at the 18,347s. We got a pivot point at the 40s. Two big old targets for this move up today. There's no gap from the overnight or anything right now. We do have a gap in the QQQ. We're a little up here right now, but I think maybe make this little push and then we fill that gap here. Got the VWAP on the QQQ down there, 443.40. We closed on Friday, pretty much where this pivot point is, 442.28 now. So, We got that 444 pivot point as well on the QQQ, which is nice to see those pivot points all pretty much lined up here. Pretty much all lined up here. NASDAQ's got to break through the 30s here. If she can't break it, we're in trouble. You got a triple top, quadruple, five. She's trying right here. Oh man, oh man. NASDAQ stuck right there at the third, right there, baby. Get that 30 push. Through the 30s now. The ES having trouble. YM having trouble. What will the NASDAQ do? NASDAQ trying to get through there. Tapping on the 30s here. Tapping. We got 9 minutes till the market opens up. 9 minutes. Dollar continuing lower. A little bit of a discrepancy with the ES right now, having some trouble up there. The Dow pulling back here. NASDAQ needs to try to push up there towards that pivot point. We've got that gap on the QQQ from the close on Friday. Again, that 30 level keeping the NASDAQ down. Like I said, the ES got stuck up there at the 64s. The Dow also stuck, so the NASDAQ having trouble getting through that high for now. We still got plenty of time till the market opens up here in 7 minutes. 7 minutes. What do I think of the Friday high? I think the Friday high wants to get tapped here today. That pivot point on the NASDAQ up there at the 38s. Getting ready for market to open up. Again, the NASDAQ trying to take out that 30 level tap in here. Looking at the 2-minute chart. Will she push one more time? Looks a lot like a cup and handle type of setup here. The cup in the handle. NASDAQ once again taking this push. Got to get through up there to the 340 pivot point. NASDAQ trying to get through that 30s. Dirty 30s. Woo. We got 4 minutes here till market opens. 4 minutes. Everything very tight right here at the highs. The NASDAQ, the ES trying to push. We got the VWAP on the NASDAQ all the way down there at the 18,294s. 294s VWAP now for the NASDAQ. We got that high from Friday up there at the 349s. So pretty much we got the pivot point. We got this high from Friday up there, that blue line, to think about as running those stops. So 3 minutes till market open, or 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Well, let's see what happens. Flip a coin. Up, down. Up or down. All right, 2 minutes. The 15-minute chart right now looking a little wishy-washy, but that pivot point up there looking like she wants to party. So we got a minute, 2 minutes here, a minute now until market opens. See if we get a trap here at open. To get a trap at open, look for a move. "30 seconds. If you guys haven't hit that like button already, blow up the like button. It's time to party. There we go. 20 seconds still. NASDAQ up there to the 35s. That pivot point coming up at the 40s. She wants it higher. There we go. NASDAQ is open for business. NASDAQ straight down there to the 20s at open. The Dow, the ES, both pushing up. All right, pulling back here into this trend line. See if it'll bounce here. There's your manipulation. Watching this 30 level here. Getting stuck below the 30 still. 15-minute chart we were looking at there. I feel like this thing still wants to push up. get back above that 30 level, but right now NASDAQ stuck there below 30s. Just trying to be patient here. NASDAQ still straight down, back to that trend line now. Fuck, it's hard. Hard to just want to get short here. Trying to be patient. There she goes. Pulling back into that gap fill for the QQQ, I guess. QQQ going for that gap fill here. 442 to the downside there. Wow. Gaps love to get filled. Patrick, come on. That should have been the short. We got the 15-minute range coming up here, another 10 minutes. Only 5 minutes into market open right now, so. Bounced off the VWAP there at the 18,296s for now. NASDAQ back above 300s once again. See what they do here at the 18,300s. They'll continue lower, try to fill that gap on the QQQ. Hitting that trend line as well here at the 300s. NASDAQ pushing back up as the Dow sells down. The ES bouncing off the VWAP. Dow making new lows. ES trying to make a new low. NASDAQ holding on here. Got a bear flag on the 1 minute chart right now. See if the ES is going to lose that 300 support. Down there to the 287s next. You got the pivot point down there at the 263s. You got the gap fill potential with the QQQ as well. Everything lining up here for that move down. Take out that 290s there next. Down there through the 290s now. Oh, buddy. You got the gap fill here on the QQQ looking primed and ready. Back down there to the 442s. The NASDAQ continuing lower here. The QQQ going for the gap fill, almost there. You got that pivot point at the 264s. See, the NASDAQ will take out that low there again at the 70s, down there to the 60s with that pivot point down there. Market, where are you gonna go? Everybody knows. Down to a little pivot point you go. Oh. If you guys know anything about the channel, you've been here long enough, you know pivot points love to get touched. You also know that gaps love to get filled here. The gap on the QQQ pulling back. Look at that pivot point there. This is the QQQ ETF. I use the pivot points with the VWAP and you know, my lines there. So The pivot point 444 on the QQQ getting denied down there to the low now. It's only 12 minutes. Market's only been open 12 minutes. So another day, another dollar. Gaps love to get filled. All right. We got the 15-minute range coming up here as well in the next 2 minutes. GME is going up. I mean, what's going on with that? Oh my God, GameStop to the moon. I saw that the Roaring Kitty guy posted on Twitter recently. Roaring Kitty. You guys watch that Roaring Kitty movie? Or I guess the GameStop movie? Dumb Money. That was a pretty good movie. Pretty good movie. All right, so the NASDAQ back up there off the pivot. Real close to that pivot. We got down to a low of 66, pivot to 64. See if we're gonna go lower here now. A little fake out to the upside there. We'll take this down through the 60s there next. We didn't touch the pivot point all the way, so we got to touch it all the way. ES still wants to touch that pivot point down there as well. There's a pivot point on the ES at the 5,247s. NASDAQ getting it down there through the 60s. Bang, bang, bang. Oh man, I'm kind of excited to just go on a little vacation for a week. All right, so now we've officially touched that pivot point. We've officially filled the gap here on the QQQ. Or maybe we got a little lower to go. Maybe that right there. Yeah, right, that right there, that's the actual. That was the close there. So there's a little bit more room. All right, here we go. Let's see. My little yellow line is going to bounce the market back up here now. Look at this move down through the pivot. We were talking about this. I took this thing short there from the 70s into the 60s, and look at it. Down there in the 50s now. My little yellow line, look at that. Bouncing it, magical. A little yellow line. Did they halt GameStop? Looks like they halted GameStop. Oh gosh. What do you think? Our 15-minute range there. Breaking to the downside now. See if this area gets retested. Right there at that pivot point, the ES just bounced off the pivot point there at the 48s. I hate when you get these, like, all this stuff lining up right there. Market push back up there, testing that pivot point once again. See if we're gonna hold that area there. The ES bouncing off the pivot for now. I don't know, there's that bounce now off of the 60s. Trapping both ways here. NASDAQ back up to 65s. Pivot point support for now. Got the VWAP of the 86s. VWAP 86s here on the NASDAQ. It's that little breakout back to the upside for now. We filled the gap on the QQQ, so some retracement back up here now. They halted GME once again to the upside. The market's tumbling. Got a lot of stuff going on right here at this 70 level for now. Trying to support it with the pivot point there. Pivot point, that little orange line. We filled the gap on the QQQ. We bounced off our little yellow line there. We got the VWAP back up here. Market trying to do something here. A little bull flaggy here. Ugh. GME gapping up once again. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. NASDAQ back up there to the 280s. Looking weak here. See if we're going to sell back down to that pivot point again. If we stay below that 280 level. Down there to the 70s once again. I gotta go to the bathroom. It takes me a lot more time now to go to the bathroom because I'm in the garage and I'm further away. There's a NASDAQ down there to the lows. Took the short to the downside there. Just be outside. Freaking thing's not. This is the short from the 75s down there to the 63s. Bouncing off that pivot point again, pushing back up, so. NASDAQ trying to push straight back up here again. Dollar selling down. We got 11 o'clock news here today. The ES back up to the VWAP for now. We got that gap fill there. Like if there are 85s trying to push. Right up there now. Fucking A, can't breathe. Another little push to the upside from the 76s up there to the 88s. In and out, baby. That 88 level, we said that little push. Look at this thing, still pushing. That VWAP on the ES pushing back up. We're now back above the VWAP on the NASDAQ. Gotta love the VWAP. You gotta love the pivot points there. Look at the pivot points. The orange little line, pivot point. But what's even more funny is look at that. Remember we talked about the little yellow line there at the gap fill. Is it rocket science? Pretty wild. Look at that. It bounced perfectly. It is also kind of funny because it's like right there at that low. So yes, we are right at the VWAP, correct. Right at the VWAP on the NASDAQ. This trade was simply just looking here, 2-minute chart. When we're making a new high above the previous candle. The high of this candle right here is 74. Right? We had that wick off the pivot point. When did I take a trade? Right there, I got long. 75, I got a bad fill. 75, 75, push up there, 88s. 10 points a day, keeps the doctor away. AAA. You know what I mean. See if the NASDAQ will get stuck here now at this previous day high at the 86s. Right there at the VWAP as well. VWAP and the previous day high. Will this turn into resistance? Get above this, turn into support. Maybe we start to make that move back up. It's funny too because that double bottom also lined up perfectly with the chat. A few people in the chat started talking about how we were going down, down, down. And right when that happened is when we got the double bottom as well. So interesting, huh? So very interesting how that works. The chat indicator, you gotta love it. Right, NASDAQ. Right there at the VWAP again. I'm telling you, I swear to God, I think sometimes you'd be better off just trading the, I guess it's pretty much, I mean, they all pretty much line up perfectly today. But the pivot points, sometimes the pivot points on the QQQ and the NASDAQ don't line up. But, like just looking here. Fuck, sorry. The move, the pivots. Look at that. Pivot points this morning, stuck at the pivot, down to this pivot, bounce off this pivot. Gotta love it. And the gap fill. So we had the pivot points today, had the gap fill. The gap fill is from Friday's close. It could have actually been a little, yeah, like right there would have been perfect. Let's see. Oh, look at that. The QQQ gap fill. It's too good sometimes. Fuck. Can't breathe now. Gap fill, baby, gap fill. It's the smog of the McLaren. I haven't even drove the McLaren, and the last time I drove the McLaren was when I pulled it in the garage like 2 weeks ago. Poor baby. Poor baby just sitting there not getting driven. Look at this market still pushing. Still going. You guys saw this setup that we talked about there. The old PW setup here, basically looking for the next candle to make a new high. So you have this candle, ding, ding, and then bam, this breakout candle. And look at that push up now from the 74s up there to almost 300 now. Woo. The ES ETF is SPY, S-P-Y. Vincent Liu, the difference between me and you is you're still in the long. Cool, bro. How many contracts you trading, Vincent? All right, NASDAQ back to the 300 level, stuck at the VWAP for now. All right, NASDAQ holding up here at the 90s for now. See if there's enough boost to push through the 300s again. The push. NASDAQ stuck below 18,300. Will they push it? After that, you got like the 14, 15s. Dollar trying to push up here. Dollar's going straight up right now. NASDAQ just chopping around here at the 90s for now. I'm gonna grab this short and see if we can just sell straight down here. Stop. 95s for now. Fucking E. I want to see where this candle closes at below the 85s. It's gonna chop right up here. The dollar is going straight up here. Right now I'm short, trying to get this move down. Everything looking good for this move down. Just need to get it through the 80s here. ES is moving down. NASDAQ's moving down. Dow's moving down. Dollar's moving up. So I don't like this freaking how it's holding on right here for now. Be like in down here, like into the 70s. If we can get it. Nope. I'm gonna take it off there. I don't like it. Just kept chopping around here at this 90 level for now. There's a poll in the chat. Do you want the music or no music? I did a poll the other day and most of the majority of the people wanted the music. So if you want the music, no, yes, vote now. Whatever the majority votes is what we got to do. All right, the poll wins 67% music. Is everybody else crying about it? You have been outvoted. Welcome to a democratic Republic of Patrick. The Democratic Republic of Patrick. Welcome. All right, so the NASDAQ continues to chop around here at the 90s for now. We were looking for a move down, but clearly that's not going to happen for now. Which doesn't make sense because it wants to go. NASDAQ trying to push back up here through the 300s again. We're bouncing off the VWAP on the QQQ. Get through that 300 level. Look for the 15s. We'll try to get this push to the 300s here long. It's gravitating towards that way. Trying to get up there into the 315s. Need more momentum. Come on. Trying to look for this push through the 05s next, and then let's go through there, but running in a resistance here. In trouble. Stop below the 90s here. If we get stopped, we get stopped. Welcome to it. The Dow's selling down here. The ES is trying to push up. The NASDAQ trying to push up. Dollar's pulling back. I thought we were going to get at least like 10 points to the upside there on that 300 break, but Trying to get a double bottom here on the Dow right now. Someone in the chat just wrote short, short, short. Let's see if he was right. Back up to the 300s again. Move my stop down a little bit below this candle, but not sure it's gonna save me. She's holding up on the QQQ VWAP for now. Looking for that 15 area. Looking for the 15 area here. See if we get through the 10s right here. Push up there to the 15s next. Looking good. Get through the 10s. I'm gonna lock in 5 right there. And then put another right there below this candle. So pretty much guarantee I lock in profit here. See if we can follow this up a little bit higher. Follow it up a little bit higher, you know? If we can. If not, we still get locked out there for easy profit. Not easy. That was a hard profit, actually. Hard profit there. I can always rebuy here as well. Stopped out there, profit. $1,500 in profit there. Wasn't a beautiful trade, but we locked it in. See if we pull back here. Or if they'll just kind of want to keep pushing it up. That 15 level. We're back above the VWAP nicely now. The VWAP down there at the 93s, so see what happens here now with the NASDAQ. I was pretty sure that that 300 level was good for at least 10 points. We got that 10-point move there. Right now, we're looking at the 2-minute chart. 2-minute chart here on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ definitely showing more strength than the Dow right now. The Dow sitting down there at the lows. The QQQ VWAP pivot point to the upside there, 444 on the Qs, pretty much where that pivot is on the NASDAQ as well. So we got the NASDAQ lining up with the Qs here. A lot of correlations, so much correlations. Lots of correlations. NASDAQ back down there to the 18,300 level. Again, the Dow just, I think, bringing us down. The Dow made a new low right there. So the Dow making a new low, bringing the rest of the market down with it right here. Dow trapping. If you guys haven't hit that like button, subscribe button, help me out. Hit that like button. It's 10:30 in the morning. We're doing it live here on the tube. The NASDAQ, the Dow, free falling right now. I guess Yellen's speaking. She's free falling. Wow. There's 11 o'clock news here today as well. Pivot point down there at the 64s. That Dow breaking that double bottom did not help the NASDAQ there. The ES bounced right off that pivot point again at the 48s. NASDAQ pivot point 260 is the downside. So just sitting in the middle right now at this 90 area. We bounced off earlier right there at the VWAP on the QQQ. VWAP pretty much right here at the 90s as well for the NASDAQ. The Dow about to make a new low. We got some news at 11 o'clock as well. Inflation news. NASDAQ once again back up there towards the 300 level. Bulls stepping in there once again off the 90s. NASDAQ going nowhere quickly right now. NASDAQ just chopping around here at the 290s. No bueno, no bueno. So I got a lot of stuff to do. I gotta get packed up for Paris and France and all that stuff, leaving tomorrow. So I will see you guys probably like, I don't know, a week from now, maybe a little bit longer. Who knows? Maybe I will never come back. Maybe I'll just sit in the French Riviera forever. So there it is. If you guys haven't hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. I'm gonna get out of here. I got things to do. Peace to the Middle East.